Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this GIGABYTE H77N Wi-Fi motherboard. I want to go over some things before getting into the box. This is a mini ITX motherboard and it features the Intel H77 chipset. And this is a socket 1155 motherboard and it supports 3rd gen Ivy Bridge or 2nd gen Sandy Bridge processors. And it comes included with a wireless card. And if you're using an Ivy Bridge CPU, it supports Intel Wi-Fi, Intel WiDi, which stands for wireless display. You also get 3D BIOS and dual UEFI BIOS for backup or just a peace of mind. And ultra durable 4 with protection against humidity, electrostatic, power failure, and high temperatures. And it supports PCIe Gen 3, and with the Wi-Fi card, it's compatible with 802.11b GNN as well as Bluetooth 4.0. It's Windows 8 ready and features the new glass fabric PCB. One last thing I wanted to go over is this Intel Smart Response technology. Use it to accelerate your hard drive by caching with an SSD. And here's a list of the specs you can go ahead and take a look at. Here's everything that comes in the box. We have the motherboard itself, which I will go over in just a little bit. But first, a look at the accessories. So here we have your utility DVD, as well as Wi-Fi Bluetooth Series DVD, 2 antenna for your dual band wireless card, 2 serial ATA data cables. It's compatible with Rev 1, 2, or 3, and you get one with the L bracket, 2 straight plug, and one with 2 straight plugs. And finally, we have this input-output shield with electromagnetic shielding. Before I go over the motherboard, I forgot to mention earlier that it comes with a user manual, of course. Now let me put this aside and take a look at the back of the board first. It comes with a black PCB, and at the front, we have some black as well as some gray accents and a little bit of purple here and there. Now I'm going to use this pen to go over the components. You get 2 fan headers, one here and one down here. This one is your system fan header. This is your CPU fan header, and these are 4-pin for PWM. And next to that is your front panel audio connector. Also get a 2-pin SPDIF header right here. On the bottom here is your full-length 16x PCIe slot. It can run at Gen 3 speeds if you use an Ivy Bridge processor, or Gen 2 speeds for Sandy Bridge processors. Above that is your CPU socket, 1155 socket, and we're going to jump over here. It's your 4-pin supplemental CPU connector, and here is your H77 chipset with passive heatsink on top. And over here is your 20-pin USB 3.0 front panel connector. Jump over here is your USB 2.0 connector, and also comes with 4 SATA connectors. The two white ones here are your SATA Rev 3 6 gigabits per second ports, and next to that, the black ones are your SATA Rev 2 3 gigabits per second ports. And next to these ports is your front panel connectors. The layout can be found in this section right here. And here is your 24-pin motherboard power connector. And this is your COM header. And finally, we have your wireless network interface card, which is attached to this mini PCIe connector. And we have some gray cable that run to these 2 connection points for your antenna. Before I go over the I/O ports here, I want to mention that it comes with a CMOS battery right here, as well as a 2-pin clear CMOS header, and of course your DIMM slots. You get 2 1.5 volt DDR3 DIMM slots that can support up to 16 gigabytes of memory. That means you can have up to 8 gigabytes in each slot. And it also has XMP support. And let me go ahead. Oh, one more thing. Intel supports DDR3 speeds of up to 1600. Here's a look at the I/O ports. We have your PS2 port, where you can connect a keyboard or mouse, 2 USB 3.0 ports, dual HDMI outs, so you can connect to monitors using the iGPU in your Sandy Bridge or Ivy Bridge processors. And these are your 2 connection points for your antenna, and your DVI out, 2 Ethernet ports, supports teaming, and 4 USB 2.0 ports below that. Finally, we have your analog audio connectors, and this down here is an optical Toslink digital audio connector. And audio is supported by Realtek ALC 892 codec and supports 7.1 channel audio out. That wraps up our overview on this GIGABYTE H77N Wi-Fi motherboard. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.